If Vivek Ramaswamy is not a grifter, then I can't tell. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about GOP presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy having one take on Juneteenth just a few weeks ago and a totally different take, a 180 on the same holiday just a few days ago without any explanation. Now, this kind of confirms my nagging suspicion about him. And for a while, I couldn't quite put my finger on it. Like, it's something about this guy that I'm not really believing. I don't really trust. This video or videos I'm going to show you really encapsulate the issue with this guy. I don't believe what he says. I think he'll say whatever he has to say whenever it's convenient for him to say it. Now, first things first, let's get into the clip here from June 19th, 2023 of this year. You're going to hear take on Juneteenth. Then I'm going to play a video from a few days ago with a totally different take. And there's no explanation. Like, did you have a come to Jesus moment? Did you find out new information? Why did you change your stance? Or are you just saying whatever you think is needed at the moment? So if you want to see it in full, out my commentary link, as always, will be in the description. If you're on Instagram, visit a link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
We live in a beautiful country. America is blessed with natural beauty in every sense. But the thing that makes our country beautiful actually isn't even the scenery. It's the vision of what this place can be. The place where no matter who you are, or where your parents came from, or what your skin color is, that you still get ahead in this country based on your own hard work, your own commitment, your own dedication. That's the American dream that I lived. It's the American dream we want to give to the next generation. That's what we celebrate on Juneteenth. We don't just look back and flog ourselves. That's beside the point. What we celebrate is how far we've come. And as a first-generation American myself, you better believe I'm proud of it. Happy Juneteenth, everybody. Take it easy and we'll talk soon.
All right, so that was perfectly good for Juneteenth. Nothing negative said right there. It's not about hate. It's not about division. It's about, hey, it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from. If you're an American, your color is irrelevant. You could be black, white, Puerto Rican, candy stripe. Doesn't matter. You can succeed in this country. I like that take on it. I'm going to give my personal opinion about Juneteenth a little bit later. I knew about it my whole life. I celebrated it my whole life. Not everyone did. Obviously, it was pretty obscure. I'm going to give my take on it later, so y'all hang tight for that. But you heard that right there. Again, this is from June 19th, 2023, just a few weeks ago this year, 2023. Now, here he is talking about Juneteenth is useless and it should be canceled. This is a few days ago. So what changed in between then and now? Let's go ahead and roll this.
You think Juneteenth is a useless holiday?
I basically do. Single day voting on election day.
It's useless, but you were just talking about how good it is. Happy Juneteenth. Now it's useless. I mean, which one is it? Let's continue.
Make election day a holiday in the United States of America so there's no complaints about it. Cancel Juneteenth or one of the other useless ones we made up. Okay? We can't have like everything be a holiday, but we'll cancel one of the other ones and make election day a holiday. Paper ballots and government issued voter ID that matches the voter file. That is what we will do.
Going back to your election security plan, you said you wanted to have a holiday. You said maybe cancel Juneteenth or one of those other useless holidays. Do you think Juneteenth is a useless holiday?
I basically do. Yeah.
Do you think Memorial Day, Veterans Day are useless holidays?
I don't, because I stand with the presumption of time-tested traditions. Like I said, religion is, I call these things cults. I won't dignify them as religious because religions have withstood the test of time. And so I think that if we made a national commemorative holiday for everything that's important and happened in our history, we'd have no working days left. But I think that the spirit of Juneteenth, we already channel into other holidays, like Martin Luther King Day, like President's Day. I think we can commemorate the spirit of that holiday separately. So I think that
We shouldn't have redundant holidays that celebrate overlapping purposes. It should have a distinct purpose. And I think, let's be honest, the reason for making that a holiday was under political duress. It was a political hostage situation on the back of the death of George Floyd. And I think that should not be how we create holidays. We should not create holidays with a cultural gun to our head. And that's what happened with Juneteenth.
Wow. But that's much different than what you were just talking about, how it was a good thing in the first clip from this year. So, I mean, is that how you felt when you said that? So that was either that was fake or this is fake. Either way, I'm not believing what you say because you're saying different things here. Let's be consistent. If you think that way, then you should have said that in that clip on June 19th. Say all that back then. You said nothing but positive things on that clip, but here it's all negative. So I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. Now, here's a list of federal holidays. There's only 11 or 10 federal holidays. You have New Year's Day. Now, is that a redundant, useless holiday? I mean, you got Christmas Day, Christmas Eve possibly, but Christmas Day is a federal holiday. But why New Year's Day? Is that useless? MLK, that's a good day. Washington's birthday, good day. Memorial Day, good day. Juneteenth, I like Juneteenth. I'm going to talk about why in a minute. Independence Day, of course, keep that. Labor Day, what's that? Is that a useless or redundant holiday? Columbus Day, that can be up for debate. We'll talk about that in a minute. Veterans Day, I like that. And then you have Thanksgiving, which could also be up for debate. You know, is that really a real holiday? All you do is eat and play football. Anyway, let me come back. Okay, you shouldn't cancel Juneteenth for a few reasons. But for the first reason, have you ever heard about a federal holiday being canceled? Have you ever heard that? Now, you may not think it should have become a federal holiday, and I agree with you. I'm going to talk about why in a minute. But have you ever heard about a federal holiday being canceled? And if you do that, you got to understand what the next step is going to be. If you're able to successfully cancel Juneteenth as a federal holiday, then you're going to have other days on the chopping block. Okay, Columbus Day, they've been trying to cancel that. That I just have a heightened fire behind canceling it. Then Christmas Day, because not everybody's a Christian. That's going to be a thing right there. New Year's, you're going to have a domino effect for no reason, for literally no reason. Just leave it right there. Furthermore, Trump was the one who suggested that Juneteenth become a federal holiday. He was the one that put it out there, and Biden signed it into law just 1 year later. So, I mean, it was really bipartisan. So who are we going to blame? The left? No. The right? Yes, no, I don't know. But here's why I think that it should not be a federal holiday, but also why I support the day. Now, it shouldn't have become, pardon me. I think it should be a federal holiday because it already is. Ain't no point in canceling it because, like I said, if you cancel it, then you're going to have a domino effect. It's going to be a big problem. It's just like if Mike Pence was to do something with the election in 2020, it would have got kicked back to the House. And it wouldn't have gone anywhere in a Democrat-controlled House, and it would have been a big can of worms to open. It would have been a complete mess, more than what it was on January 6th to begin with. But that's a different story. I digress. Anyway, I think that it shouldn't have become a federal holiday because people took it as a political thing. Now it's being argued on the internet in a way that it shouldn't be. It should have just been obscure. Let us celebrate it if you want to celebrate it. But people talking about, oh, this is a fake holiday. I never heard of it. It got created last year. All kind of just ridiculous nonsense. It doesn't make any sense. The reason why people are saying it is because of the federal holiday, the political nature of it, the division, left, right, black, white, all kind of dumb stuff like that. Everybody has their opinion. Then it just cheapens the holiday. And quite frankly, whenever I see it being argued on the internet, I get offended. Well, I almost say I get offended. I get kind of triggered because I have celebrated the day my whole life. June 19th is, or was, my dad has passed away now. It was my dad's birthday. And that was also my uncle's birthday. Not my dad's brother, but my dad's uncle. So my great uncle, that was their birthday. And every year for my whole life, I'm talking about 30, 35 years, every single year, me and dad and my uncles and my cousins would go to DC to my great uncle's house and celebrate their birthdays, Juneteenth, Father's Day, family reunion, cookout, all of that on the same day. every year for 30 something years. So imagine my feelings when I see people on the internet talking about, oh, it's a fake holiday. It's like, oh, for real? So what I've been doing my whole life is fake? Okay, cool. I'm offended, right? And to make matters worse, my dad died Christmas Day 2020, and my uncle died right after Juneteenth of 2020. So they died in the same year and like the time I would see them the most. And then 2 years later, people were saying, oh, it's a fake holiday, cancel it. But then your man, Vivek Ramaswamy, said that it was a great day. We should celebrate it. It's not about hate. Then he says, oh, it sucks, cancel it. And I got to add one more thing here. Is this guy a socialist, communist? Did you guys check that? Did you catch what he was saying? Oh, it should be one day. It should be a voting holiday. And he was kind of like trying to federalize the elections. That's what I heard. Maybe I heard wrong. But so he's saying one thing, then saying something else. No explanation. Just flip-flopping, grifting. Then he says, let's federalize the U.S. elections. Is that what y'all want? Do y'all want to vote for this guy? As I close, I want to say this. You may or may not like Juneteenth, but if you want to cancel it, think about what you're doing for a moment. Think about the effects of that. Think about what the purpose of that would be, number one. But number two, if you like this guy for what he said, look at what he said before. Does that match? Do you really believe him? Look, you can have an opinion I agree with or disagree with, but when your opinions change, depending upon the day, depending upon who you're talking to, depending upon the circumstance, I don't trust you. I don't care if you left, right, whatever. I'm not trusting what you say when you just flip-flop whenever it's convenient. And I think that's what this guy does, which in my humble opinion is the definition of grifting. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about this guy, Vivek Ramaswamy, and his stance on Juneteenth? It was one thing a few weeks ago. It was a different thing a few days ago. Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. I support Juneteenth. The holiday is not about trying to have division. People that want to make it be political think like that. But as a kid, we always celebrated Juneteenth and 4th of July. It wasn't like this is going to be the Black Independence Day. People that say stuff like that don't know about the actual day and what it was for. It was to commemorate the end of slavery. It's just a symbolic day. That wasn't when the day ended. It's just a commemorative day. It's commemorative. It's simple as that. It's what it always has been. People that don't know anything, think they know everything, coming into it, Johnny come lately, giving their opinions, just kind of irritate me. That's why it shouldn't become a federal holiday, because everybody giving their 2 cents, loud and wrong, all in the Kool-Aid, don't know the flavor. I wish we can go back to a time before it became a federal holiday, but it's here now. Cat's out the bag. You can't put it back in the bag now, because if you do that, there's going to be other problems that arise as a result. And ask yourself, are the other problems worth it? I don't think they are. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.